Alanobfc3 / future custom UFC. Don't ask me what PSN podcast is doing. Okay, main quest today. So, take it. Second screen. Messed up again. Which shouldn't be surprised by now. Yeah, hush. Search. Future custom. And here we go. Second screen. Come on. There we go. Okay. Video transmission going live. 3, 2, 1. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's Future Custom BFC, aka Alanobfc, or the other way around. Main quest today. So, yeah, it's China, so that's why. Yeah, caves everywhere. Yeah. Ow.
VR.
We are probably gonna do a giveaway on one point. We'll see. PS5 is coming. I won't do an unboxing video. Why? Because PS5 is the PS5. Am I excited? Fuck yes, but I'm more concerned now about the usual topic. Cyberpunk 2077. But here we go now. Outer Worlds main quest. Let's see. Do I carry too much worthless stuff with me? Probably yes. Oh, no, not that bad actually. So let's repair. No, it's a bit as you can see, we're pretty early in the game. On the other hand, oh my god. Yeah. I could actually options, but not drop. I need to go to workbench, which we're gonna do after the journal. Main quest, yeah, the other one, side quest we complete. Just die robot, fistful of digits, the long term tomorrow, the illustrated mineral, a small grave metal. Comes now the power. Either this one, strange land, divert power from geothermal. And this one. It comes up, yeah, okay. So, let's do this. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna next level up to level 7. I definitely gonna push up or crank up strength. You can carry more worthless stuff with me. It's probably not gonna be a 4-hour stream like the Anthem one. Well, I met a couple of few nice people there. One sent me some friend requests, which I accepted, and so Anthem will come. Do not lose hope. So, this really could use a co-op player. Actually, what a cemetery to scout. 300 XP. It's not bad. Yeah, so it is a bad habit of me. Fucking cigarettes. Like the site. Where's she going? And yeah, in the last video I saw wood.
Look out!
Whoa. Done. What this one is gonna be pretty long. pieces. Yeah.
That's the last of them.
Thanks. Primal high. Probably primal brain. Anyways. Let's continue. And I need to... I'm fucking adjust the camera. So it's a better with it. Fuck off, yatch. Not one of you again. Face. Look at way too much anger. See? What to throw the nade right now. Which dash is also not very good. Said dash. Oh, wait. It's more like straight. Where the hell is she? And he's fucked. And so, keep... stop rolling down, please. 100. So, what's this? This? I didn't tell. Yeah, first comes next. First. I'm not putting this on. It's your right. Just anything to say, but something you need to talk about completion end. And yeah. Let's continue. With this. Should be forever this time. Oh, more set of ammo here. That is nice. Here we go. Transition to geothermal plant. Natural geothermal plant. From planet to your living. Bitch. Hashtag bitch. This looks cool. Yeah, you can switch from normal glasses to sunglasses almost if it's a... Actually, can you sell something? Or can you just... Oh yeah, you can. So wait. Junk. This is... What category is this? Armor parts? All, I think. Sell junk. This is definitely not junk. Yeah, I need to find a workbench. A workbench. It's space is choice. So here we go. Use terminal. Alright, redirect power. That's this. Also control time weapons. So this is access report brought to you by Space's choice. I'm a failure thermal plant operating at 22% efficiency. Power is currently being distributed to Edgewater Saltuna Cannery. Redirect. Should we really do this? I mean, one, safety famous sectors, high likelihood of moderate or severe structural damage. Redirecting power is irreversible procedure. Okay, please activate all 3 electrical track switches. So it's gonna get, yeah, update. And here we go. Comes now the power. There should be... Well, we need to go outside. Ouch, sorry about hitting the mic there. Sometimes it's on the button. The centers in your midst. The enemy seeks to destroy our way of life. Huh. Getting wiser every day. Come on. Yeah, I checked Watch Dogs, but it's still offline. So it doesn't make any sense to play. Oh wow, to stream. Yeah, like I said. 4 hours of Anthem. And then complete out of control thing. Let's see what is this Adelaide or wait. Let's see. Don't tell me. Oh, sons of bitches. Son of a bitch. Yeah, have fun and enjoy future casts of VFC Co. Includes graphic material and major content, as well as adult language plus only and in I don't even remember. Yeah, I'm not, at least I am not putting any commercials in my videos so far. But seeing the channel grow and hearing from other streamers, like it can go very fast. And then YouTube basically, that's why I'm transferring to Twitch. I already have an account since 6-7 years, I guess, or more. Then that's cool. Yeah, up. Okay. Shit. This should be it then. Yep, yes. Excuse me. So that's one.
Last.
That's the last? Wait, what? Why should it be last? Map? No. Is there something more in here? Which I doubt, but 59, 57. Okay. Going down again. Getting closer to this one at least. Should be on this level. Oh wait. Ah, bollocks. Damn it! The way around? Nope. As far as I can see, not that much. Okay, we're already at that. This window's looking crazy. Should be. No. No. At least this one. Ooh. Maybe.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, listen. Sorry, I know you're in a hurry. I know you want your power regulator and all. I just feel like we should go talk to Adelaide. If we're gonna kill her power, the least we could do is give her people a fair warning.
That's a point. Good point. I'm just looking. Well, thanks for sharing it.
Oh, well, thanks. I mean, you're welcome. But I mean, I appreciate you hearing me out.
Hey. What else? You okay? So, I'm going to go to Adelaide. Oh, is this something? borrow a copy of the Young Space Skeleton Mechanical Engineering radio speed sputtering, and I need the reference. I've returned a copy of the repair at the to the repair. A space hostile property. Chaos everywhere, mechanicals going haywire. Gunfire, hearing some screams. Oh lord, I think that was awesome slag. So awesome, not slag. Would like to leave early for the day. Please deduct the delinquency fee from pay. Thank you, part of the member of Space's Choice family. Right. So that's that. It's 16 meters. Okay. Try going around this. Yep, that should go. It's just another exit. Okay, so we need to go speak to Adelaide. The fabulous Fraser brothers of the Hammersmith family. Says a Fraser Cameron. Yeah. Oh, we got an update from UPS. Shipment testing. Oh, it's in the way. Fuck yeah. Which way? Probably going the wrong way. To my luck, it's always like this. Yes. No. Oh yeah, we're on the sweep. But the nebula is quite impressive. The whole game actually is. No, Fallout, can't compare it to Fallout. With what game would I like to compare this? Bioshock? Nah.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Yeah, kind of.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Oh, wait. What's your problem? Looking for evidence.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
They took our jobs. I can't speak Croatian. Sorry. We said something about the former workers living out in the buildings. Okay.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Probably could type me up with a bottle of moonshine. Where can I find that?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop.
See, it works.
Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Sure you do. Just got into space. You and me both. I don't know what else.
You don't know what enough with the questions means?
Nope.
No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Let me guess, side quest. I'll keep an eye out. You could always go looking for her. Don't tell me you're scared. Don't tell me you're scared of a few marauders. I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Unless marauders got to her, then part of her could be in other places.
Appreciate it. Honest. I'll tell you what I can.
Yeah, see? You're getting some idea I should be behind it, maybe it might see away. Yeah.
Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
You seem so pleasant.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
Search around her room.
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
Maybe the mother's supporter.
Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I could tell.
Alright. Any chance you could point me somewhere specific? And not just say out there?
Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere.
Yeah. Well, let's change
What
the
is it?
subject. Then I think we can yeah, I don't know what that. There's another one that says German. Oh, that's good software. Ooh. Seems nice. That's what we're gonna steal. I'm not gonna steal.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever
Yo.
your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here.
Your left
Any
ear is
questions, dear?
by the way. You must be
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Oh, thank God. We'd sent me to make peace with you. This is your greenhouse. Looks like you've made a home for yourself.
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
Okay, I'm surprised you managed to grow anything out there.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
Okay.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You're leaving of power that belongs to the town. I'm glad you can't read that's about it. Something about coming back to town or losing power. I was listening. No, it's... Well, it's difficult.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Oh, Manny. Oh, Mary. Yeah, it's good. So, or yeah, with her, and be on the... Fuck me, anyways, I don't like that arrogant shit. That. Okay, yes,
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
yeah.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be.
Sure.
If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid.
I knew this was coming.
You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
consider maybe against town.
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Miss Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
You made your point clear. I see what they can do. Watch you to first get
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
I'll consider it, but you think we just trying to...
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
Okay, I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Yeah, well, that was it?
Anything else I can do for you?
Yeah, all left ears to glow. This one's on stage, but yeah.
That's not strange at all, dear. Few of us truly know where we are. The world can seem like a forest without end, and it is all too easy to lose one's way. But we must remember that being lost is the first step in discovering yourself.
No, I mean actually,
This is the old botanical lab, in Emerald Vale, on Terra 2. By the look on your face, I'm guessing you're not quite following me.
no.
Are you not feeling well? Ought to lay your head down if you're running fever.
If you really feel. Okay, so running fever, huh? Well, let's just begin. Just getting my bearings. Apart from the I was getting very sad to say. Thanks for asking. I'm hoping this is all a bad dream and I'm still in hibernation. Just getting my bearings here.
Are you talking about an escape pod of some sort?
Yep.
Where did you say you were from?
Hope. Wasn't it? Does Hope ring any bells?
Is that a new settlement of some kind? I haven't kept news from outside the Vale.
Well, no, it's calling me shit.
Oh, you're talking about that old piece of folklore. Now I'm convinced you're delirious. You really ought to lay your head down, dear. Babbling only agitates the humors. You ought to try some of my purgative tea. Won't cure what ails you, but it will distract you for a spell.
You didn't believe.
Maybe I did. I don't know yet. Growing up, I heard my folks talking about the Hope. Always believed it was just a story we told ourselves to keep our spirits up. Listen, don't you worry about what I think. That's not important. Worry about what the board thinks of you going around talking about lost ships from decades past.
Well, sorry, but it's just the truth. I am unafraid of the board. Why? Well, that's just the Yeah, I mean, first of all, I'm unafraid of the board. Like, why?
You carry on about coming here from another world, and people will talk.
That's...
Talk leads to questions. Ask enough questions, and the board comes answering.
Mm-hmm. I get that. I'm not afraid of the board. It's just, yeah.
No, but the board may have reason to fear you.
So? Just tell you what it is.
I'm listening.
Well, first talk to you soon, then.
I am getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Or I might have seen you for what you are. My dear, we are all visitors in a momentary universe. Our lives flicker in and out like the guttering of a flame. Here now, then gone. Me and mine are just carrying on as best we can, trying to live our lives in a way that does not feel wasted.
Quite handy.
A little prattling never hurt anyone, dear. You might even catch a little sense, if you listen close enough.
No.
I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take our power away, you will have brought an end to our way of life.
Maybe it deserves to come to an end. You could always continue your way of life back in town. Reed's making an offer in good faith. You should consider it. Ooh, these 3 ounces are good.
If you think Reed does anything in good faith, then you are asking to be lied to.
Yeah.
Not under Reed's watch. He and I would come to blows within a day, and he would never tolerate my tending to a garden. This is my home. It will be my home even if Reed cuts our power. Simple as that. That's because Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate saltuna? That was all me.
Persephone is absolutely.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left.
Yep.
That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
I'm guessing it is.
I could not possibly care less if he does, but you're surely welcome to ask him.
Needs to be charged. Multitasking. Now I still want more.
I'm listening.
Yeah, it's an RPG, so not a rocket proper health grenade. Or pinking? I should go, yeah, okay. So, what should we do now? Wait, can I talk to Poverty?
Where are we headed?
Yeah. It was kind of... Yeah. So this must be the war. Actually, I mean, I'm playing this just on a regular Ps4 Pro. I'm quite impressed. Personal files. Password required. Heck. Password silent spring. 210 XP. Password accepted before I consider open first entry. Spacer's choice property. Personal files. First entry. May the eternal bless my first endeavor. It's been 2 days since I walked away from life at the Edgewater Cannery. Fortuitously, oh my god, the old botanical labs are still operational, mostly. The soil is sour. I'll do what I can, but I'm going to need some powerful fertilizer. Tired of having the taste of saltuna lingering on my tongue. Day in, day out. I want something fresh, something that grows on out the earth. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, last entry. Space's first property, personal files, last entry. We found another worker from Edgewater. Desertion rates must be climbing. I'm not terribly surprised. Reed's style of management has always been tyrannical. I imagine an accident is brewing. At any rate, the workers was a sorry state. Fever, shallow breathing, delirious. Must have been plagued. I set him right with diet of greens. He was all better in a couple of weeks, physically. Spiritually, he's one of our flock now. Okay, country roots, experimental rights. Okay, first entry. Experiment notes. I am hereby preparing this botanical lab from its original conception as a gear in the soulless automaton of the corporate machine. The greenhouse may look impressive, but like all Space Choices products, it's cheap and unreliable. I shall have to make some repairs with my own two hands. This place shall become a nursery. Before it was abandoned, I understand the horticulturalists failed to produce a single viable crop. Something about the soil being too poor. I am determined to find a way. My eternal smile upon my endeavors. Open us. Jesus Christ. Experimental notes. Last entry. Flora are living things, as sensitive to their environment as any breathing, thinking body. I contend that the crops in this region failed because the corporation scientists tending up them are cold, heartless, inhumane people acting on behalf of sterile and inhumane power. One cannot expect your crops to flush with green and reach for the sky under these conditions. The soil is sour, it's true. I don't know quite how to explain that. I am sure the scientists will say something about biology or the carbon cycle. But I can conclude, after a month of my own experimentation, that secret to a rich and wholesome garden is love, attention, compassion, and natural fertilizer bursting with organic materials, just as nature intended. I got a little shit ton to read. Yes, I finally came to the conclusion I got to read it for you. Now I'm actually, I like doing what I do. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna steal anything here. Although, I know she's probably gonna see it. Or maybe not. Who knows? So now we still don't really know what to do. Let's cut the wood. So I guess we need to exit wherever we can. Yep, right here. And then go to the geothermal master control terminal. So in order to do that, of course we need to leave this top. Basically not this way. But I guess there's no way around.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery. Yeah, huh?
Yeah, you was safe up. Let's go check that here. Oh wow.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
If you're hungry?
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Nope. Yeah, but that's stealing, which I can't. Well, not really not do. Don't need that anyways. Henry, please.
If you're
Workbench.
hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'm passing through. I'll take that as a compliment. I'm just trying to get my shit off the ground. Oh, well.
Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we? Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. to everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Okay. Is your lucky day, I I've got one of those.
No kidding! Really? Well, which one?
Part 1. Found in the community center archives.
Look at that! Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
No. Yeah. Hold on, I've got more for you.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Part 2. Found in the cannery.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
Good. Well, I've got more for you. I'll let you know if I find any others. I want to ask. First.
Sure. I'd be glad to take them off your hands. What's on your mind? Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious.
What were you doing out in the wilderness?
We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... This isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
So... yeah.
Yeah, huh?
Okay, perception. He's
just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
I've definitely seen the man with bigger on his crush. You sure? He really fell over when he saw the wedge.
Thomas always listened to me. Never said I was odd, never tried to... I just want to think of him like that. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
Good.
Something you need?
Okay, so... Another. Can I use the watch, please? What the hell? Install mod. Makes it to range. Well, makes it chain. Shot. Why not? 2. How many mods can you install? DPM? Whoa. Yup. Wait, what did he just say? Do we get the same message here? Notification slot with and the other ones. Okay. Well. Didn't. Can I repair? Think I repair. damage. 24. Yo, about 7 minus 5. Yeah, 2. So you have insufficient weapon parts. Can we salvage them? Ah, we can break down some. For example, this one we don't need. +3. Well, that's not bad. And this one as well. +3. Break down. Is this the weapons that are equipped or not? Well, anyway, repair. That's 91%, so don't really make too much sense. This is add 91. Ah, cool. So wait, these are the ones that are equipped. 320, 320, but this one has DPM. So can you compare this? Yeah, you can. Wait. Okay. Well, then I know what to repair now. 121, 110, 320. Same as this one needs to. Oh well, let's just go with this. My head's spinning. No, that was weird.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
I thought you know what it is. Yeah. I told one of you had numbers, but you missed it.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
What happened when Zoe disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Alright, so
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
okay.
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
Hold on, something.
Hey, I got time.
Yeah, great. I've got some more questions on that.
I'll help if I can. Something I can help you with?
Yeah, what are you selling?
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
You mentioned it before. Flexible phobia. Phobia, yeah. Armor gear, not. Could actually need that one. Wait, hits? Why can't I buy it? Restricted stock. Cannot purchase this restricted stock. Okay, so I need to gain reputation. Oh man, oh man. I'm not stealing anything here. Well, let's head off then. We really need to find Zoe as well, but it's a side quest as well. If you gain enough reputation, you can probably take up all the things we need. There's nothing here. Let's do. It is stealing. Yeah. 26 out of 3. Yeah, let's check the map. Okay, we have to go around. Let's see the journal. Side quest, of course, but figure this out. Yeah. Let's try anyway. If you go right. And then progress with the vertical. Okay.
What is it? I'll tell you what I can.
Yes, it's definitely nope.
What is it?
Nothing. Okay. Wait. I think Outer Worlds is not so interesting for people as Anthem is, but could be wrong. Then again, I can understand this is a fucking new chess game. Will I be streaming Fallout 4? No. Sorry. It's... no. Wait. Once. Is this over? Hold on. Wait. Oh my god. Science weapons have weird and useful effects, but they also do damage. That damage increases your science skill improves. Yeah, makes sense. Come on, come on. Nobody here was something that we should discuss, no? Let's try to pass. Okay. Go to, yeah, fuck it one. Oh my goodness. Even powerful. Reputation increases. So we did the right thing. Well, it's my mind. That's all that matters. Wait, fuck you. Up there? No, not me, this. Oh, we need to go to the Thompson. He's gonna piss. Almost now in. Well, we have time. Some like I said. Can only repeat myself. Sound like a broken record there, but yeah. Till Cyberpunk 2077 comes out. Month. Still thinking about what Ferris wheel. Just played so far, put so much sweat and fucking effort. Back in there, I didn't have the internet connections I have now, so I mean, it's 1 gig per second right now, but that's on paper. Connection status last check was 324 MB for downloading stuff, and weirdly 400 or 500 something MB per second upload. Really, that was faster than download. Don't ask me why. Well, at least that's taken care of, so I'm fine. Shit. Pretty far, I guess. Round and around we go. Ow. Plot tutorial. Doing adventure things may happen to your character that can trigger a flaw. Taking a flaw is optional, but doing so provides you can choose to see. After enticing no longer faster well as far as we affects us. Whoa. One per. It's become very efficient. It's really good. I'll look the way to faster when I come. Yeah, please. Apply. Accept. Okay, go faster right now. Let's just check. Faster? Nope. No, something. Nah. Ah, yeah, well encumbered. Okay. Oh, well encumbered. Ah, there goes my voice. Sorry. Oh, thought I could make it. It's gonna be so fucking pissed. Gonna have to shoot the whole town, man. Or maybe not. It was cylinder. Enterothin. Good for all that ails you. Okay. Purifies poison, toxic venoms. Fight what nature inflicts. You improved package.
In there?
Mr. Thompson is aware of your concerns and remains committed to guiding Edgewater into prosperity.
Some holeheads running around town talking about...
Desertion is a criminal offense, punishable by hard labor. Oh, it's you. Reed told me I should be expecting you. He's inside.
Alright. He's inside. Maybe I mean here? Yeah, cool.
You picked a fine time to visit, stranger.
Feeling strange. I'd like to talk about GG.
I paid his burial fees, didn't I? Let the dead sleep.
Well, it tells me humans wasn't a suicide.
I don't understand. I found Eugene's body. I know the guy shot himself. Wait, are you telling me he was murdered?
I declared for Eugene if it was on vacation. Vacation over in Paris.
He was plagued? Oh, law, that's awful. I helped carry his body out. I could have been infected. This is all a little too much for me to take in. But I guess if Eugene wasn't a suicide, our town won't have to pay a penalty.
Yeah, exactly. Don't know what that did. I have no clue. Stone.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
It's not personal. I need your power. Don't go to teach you this.
That power regulator is company property. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
30. How much do we have? I'm sorry, we'll listen. What's going on?
All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for and then leave us be.
Yeah, what's better? Yay!
Stand down, all of you.
Is it power? Yeah. 15k XP. Holy fuck. Hey, wait. No. Ranged. Defense. At 50 you can specialize by adding it. Yeah, okay. I know that. Dodge brokers. To be honest, I'll put a couple of these. And one defense. Apply. We're gonna level. We probably holding the attack button. You charge up an overhead power attack that inflicts significant extra damage. During a standard attack will prepare a strong sweep attack that can hit multiple enemies in front of you and is hard to avoid. Company power is not to be wasted on personal projects. Let's continue. Okay, well. Nothing's been. Mixed mode aggressive. Behaviors. Ah, that's for her. Okay. Mode aggressive. Defensive. Passive. Well, now she can be. Just leave it there. Specialist weapon. Where is she? leveling up is. And yes, about Doom will follow to the turn. Wait a minute, John administration. Turn to down air file turn to the ship. Oh, yeah, you're gonna return to the ship. Game over then. Game over. Finish the game. Plus the DLC. DLC. Oh fuck. Now I shall see. Life cycle. Oh man. Now time sleepiness kicks in, starts kicking in. But I'm also in the mood to play Anthem again. This guy, X-Savage, or there's both X. I wonder if he's playing, I could play another episode of Anthem for hours. Then I'm gonna drop that thing. Rather than the game chat died off. Actually, that was a Korean guy. Years ago. I think he was playing, I don't know what it was it World of Warcraft? But yeah, but he died because of dehydration and yeah, didn't sleep at all. Mixed with drinking too much soda. So sugar, energy drinks. But, at least he died. Not at least. That's great. I think he played for 3 or 4 days. Great. And just push. Game over for real. In real life. Must be fucking terrible. I mean, I do 18 hours shifts sometimes. But yeah. Especially this week, and it just doesn't stop. But at least we're progressing, doing some decent progress on Anthem. Finished until dawn. Creating playlists, working in progress.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back in my post.
These deserters left Edgewater behind. Nothing keeping you from doing the same. If you've never been on a ship before, yeah, tell me this.
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no, but can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too.
Well, that's nice.
What do you think?
So, I'd be glad to pick candidates. Are you sure Reed won't mind you leaving with me? You just met. Yeah, you just met me. Why would we want to go into space and persuade you? Interest?
I know. Mr. Thompson said I was to chaperone you about the veil. Loaned me out to you like I was Spacer's Choice property. Well, they may think I am, but I'm not. Yeah, Mr. Thompson's got a temper. But I'm more scared of missing out than I am of him. I don't want to lose my one chance at seeing the stars.
More so that we've just cut his power. Well, diverted. I'd be glad to have you along. Pick a candidates. Yeah.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. I got a captain.
And now you got a female crew member. So we get a deal.
I can't stop thinking on Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be alright when they got power, but what about the town? All those people.
I don't really dare believe all this. I actually want to ask something, but I don't like the box. Can you install now this freaking water regulator?
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Fuck off.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
I'd like to know something about those I'm flying with. What's your story? I want to ask you about this.
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
What's Philosophist?
The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bakonu journal.
You mentioned something called Philosophist. What's that? Well, and I guess you can find someone who speaks French in this colony. Let's talk about something else. Actually, I do. This is trust. So, you mentioned what's good.
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous Philosophist scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Oh. Squabby. That sounds like we played. But how we find him seems like a long shot. What makes you sure? Seriously? Only one guy in this whole colony that translates French? You ask me. Okay. That sounds like it would be fun. I don't think.
The only one I'm aware of. I suppose we could always just ask random passers-by if they are fluent in it.
Yeah, I already mentioned. Ask me. Hey, I'm the captain. Only I get this one. So it's really good. It will be reflected as you partake in it. Sounds like a great idea.
Can't believe my desperation has led me to you. Well, I just remembered there actually is a list like that. The Groundbreaker has access to it. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How will the crew manifest help us to track down Skull? How is it such a high speed thing?
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Alright. Sounds good, let's go. Yep.
Thank you, Captain.
Sure.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise. What can I do for you, Captain?
I have power.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Alright. Let's go way up the ladders. Oh, what of it? No. Where, poverty is. Poverty. Excuse me. Cargo bay is... Oh, what? So power. Yep. We officially get power. Jesus Christ, Abel.
Where are we headed?
Shite. Should be more careful.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Oh my goodness. Let's get out of here. I want to take care of something. Yeah, let's do this kind of side missions here. Which will be probably shit ton. Or can we return? That's what hold on. It's probably the same thing over
Something you need?
Yeah, you've got it. Okay. Then, first things first. Side quest, friend engineer, return zones. What did you find? Right now that you've found all of the engineering, where did we find? Okay. Well, that's not a problem. Oh. Can we fast travel? I know only if we're encumbered. Nope, wait. Yeah, fast travel? Nice. That's it. At least we can fast travel right now. I'm getting hungry. It's probably around 2 a.m. So it's going well. Everything in green here. So we move on. 1 hour 20 in. Should I make a cut after 2 or 3 hours? Maybe play another couple of hours of Anthem or stream. I wonder. That's the first things we'll see.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
Yup. Lucky data.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
The elusive part 3. Someone stashed it away inside the old geothermal plant.
The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals.
Yep.
That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen.
No, you're coming with us.
Aside from you, Miss Parvati, I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we can help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. It's just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
Well, thank you very much.
What's on your mind?
Never went. Leave. Workbench. Tinker. Nothing. Repair. There's nothing too much. Yeah, it's okay. Breakdown, we can break down this one. Modify armor. I don't. What is this? This is not me. Are we both wearing the same? I'm probably pretty sure, so let's... Document. Increase body armor and helmet armor. Rating against physical damage. Modification, tough and physical armor rating 3. Already damaged. That's almost. Yes. So that's it. Yeah, now probably I can't install this one. Yeah. To touch surface. But I could wait back. Physical armor. Gadget. So this one she can have an electric charge. This mod stuns and damage melee attackers. Its effects are cool now. Modification electric charge. What if I have power on electric? Yeah. That's hers. It's mine. I'm going to repair armor. I'm going to repair this piece of junk. Now let's see if I've done the right thing. Obviously not. Backpack, what is this? Oh, nice. Yeah, options. Okay. Cool. Wait, what do you mean by repair? Do you need to repair mods as well? Cool. No, not wrong. Bypass shot. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This is junk. Okay, category junk quest. Yeah. Well then let's. Yeah, we can sell it. We can actually. I'm a little bit confused here. No, I got the top. Okay, and she. Poverty. There she. Yes, yes, is that electric thingy? Yeah, electric charge. Okay, how do we repair our freaking? Okay. Just a few cannons. Such as bam. How far? 63. I guess she's in. No, probably not. I wonder what she has to say.
You hear that? That low, pleasant hum of electricity? It whispers across the veil like the winds of change.
Baby.
You've done well. I would have paid my last 5 bits to see the look on Reed's face when the last lamp in town burnt out and the cannery fell to silence.
I hope the town
Time's come to look toward the future. You'll grow, I expect. A lot of workers out there with nowhere else to go.
Some to please. 3 feet, I'm sure.
I don't look forward to turning folk away. Camp's gotta stay pure, though. Can't have corporate loyalists mixing with us, no matter how desperate they may be. I am curious. Why did you help us? You don't know who we are. You don't owe us a thing. The plant's crawling with mechanicals, so it stands to reason you risked your life.
That's just who I am. Between your camera, Rick's camera, there's a better way of life. I don't like what we do in this looking. I didn't do this for you, I'm trying to repair shit. Yeah.
You're not quite like anyone else I've met. You haven't had your consciousness programmed by the board. You're welcome among us if you're ever so inclined. You are welcome here.
Okay, but I need to find something. Is there any way out? Yeah, sure is. And she used to write notes up properly. So yeah, right. Well, today's the day. So is the day you take your destiny. Today is the day you take your destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about that moral threat. Bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of battle fires, probably mounted the heads of their enemies and spikes as a warning to folk like me, living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some Adelaide's food, and I've got some spare cans of dill tuna. Should last me a couple of weeks, if I reach it. Got some Adrena time too. Everybody loves Adrena time. Even marauders, right? I got odds those marauders will let me through in with them if I dangle a couple of syringes of Adrena time before their eyes. This is gonna be great. Look out, Terra too. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm gonna have a whole gang of marauders at my beck and call. Maybe can you score some revisers, whatever that is. Okay, here's another one. Please don't. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Would like another. I don't know why I'm writing this down for perspective's sake, because I've always hated cannery and I don't think I will ever have to look back to this journal and years and myself. Oh well, I did hate the better on site, didn't I? Just because I got sick, everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much of Adrena time. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to my personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps. Oh, but you misappropriate any box, one box of Adrena time, and suddenly you're committing like Larkins. Jesus. So it's did that? No, did that. Another. Probably in the toilet room. Hopefully not. Oh. Good news, I'm alive. Starting to feel a little better too. Wow, page 18. Yes, group of deserters living out in the old botanical labs. Yeah, please. If you want to read it, press pause. Just read. I get to do it. Is that another? So is Chan. Oh, we know where she is. Should we fast travel or should we just go there? Oh. Isn't. Yeah.
What is it?
Oh, maybe she's.
What is it? I'll tell you what I can.
You better.
What is it?
We already had that. Gonna leave now. Gonna go get Zoe. Who's on the run? Is it actually? No, it's not moving at all. Moving. Or is it? Those are little details that make, yeah, that are quite important to me at least.
Here we go!
She. most people have it. Yeah, checked. One's over here. Got nothing. Where's the other one? Just disappeared on me. Okay. Tail. Got tail. So we can. Is she coming? Oh, shit as well. Go with us. Who would have heard? No? Oh, because, yeah, it's good. So she must be.
Find you. Stand up! Always wanted to say that.
She knows me.
Armor's too strong! Get to something else!
What enemies? Light ammo. Yeah, I have to pay attention. Oop. Oop. Hey there.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
These are the people
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
I've been sent to fight you. You need to clarify something for me.
I'm great at clarifying. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
Are you even
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. It must be my natural charisma. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
Okay, I'm impressed.
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
There's something else, actually. Yeah.
I've got all the time in Halcyon.
Well, that's good. I've been sent to fight.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
You should go back. People are
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
well, what's Steph? She's playing. Stefan's playing just surprising so your favorites here.
Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of the Mass Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is going to be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to. I'm great at clarifying.
Just want to see if we missed anything, right?
Look, I already bought what you were selling me. Just give me some time to gather up my personals.
Okay, now. Okay, we need to go probably to, Great Romero. Great Romero? Fuck my life. Yeah, I could just fast travel. Okay. And we can trade and sell some junk. Sell our junk. Worst joke ever. Ah, she's from okay. The hick.
What is it?
What is it?
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
Well, she joined up with a band of marauders. They heard that had hurt her. Something about wanting to be now. I don't get it. She joined up with them. Well, I guess.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things.
Yep.
You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Well, sure. Oh, 5k XP. Nice. Let's see. The empty bag. Locate a security terminal on the groundbreaker. Michael Max wants to track down the scholar who told him about first, the bad journal of Baknu in order to translate its writing. If a scholar has been through the groundbreaker recently, Mac thinks he can track him down by accessing a data cartridge from a terminal in the groundbreaker's security office. Alright. Did we choose that well? Where the fuck? Okay, excuse me. The groundbreaker. Yeah. Speak with data. Yeah, that's in shit. This makes no sense now.
Something you need?
Or maybe. What's a fucking groundbreaker? Nothing from that, I guess. Inactive quest. So wait, zoom. Oh. People should know my fucking schedule. Yeah, track your progress and something like inactive map. It's fast travel or high now. And this is region. Do you think? Well, let's accept. 28th Annual Tossball Series, Interstellar Championship, Rangers versus Space Astros. Alright. I like this kind of pop list. 1950 star. Reminds me of the loading screens of Bioshock. Especially the first one. Also the writing, the whole style, scenario of the game. It was a great day. A great game back in the days. It's an active quest right here. From the planetary living. Alright. Loading times. 140 in. 2 more hours to go. And then back to Anthem. Finding that inactive quest is gonna be bitch. guess. Oh, maybe not. Set up layers and there's no option to just highlight it. So with my memory, orientation skill zilch should be down here, or even, nope, of course not. Fuck my life. Maybe it's good. Come on. So if it's down. Thanks for this. Oh wait. Up we go. Open sesame. Unlock office door. Door unlocked. Nice. Change route. Other messages. Oh yeah. From space of choice. Oh, we had this one. Still. Wait, it's tired. Same. Same terms of emerald within an oversight code. What is anything wealthy? Yeah, after due consideration of the last letter, I have found and terminated no fewer than 5 subordinates who are unable to provide sufficient justification for their ongoing employment. Yeah, we had this one. Beats me. We have investigated. Yup. And if not, please pause and read. But we didn't say that. So we looked. Was goodness. Now wait a second. There's this one. And this one. Office.
Something you need?
I beg to ship it. No, stay. Transit to no. Wrong again. What's upstairs with it? This is probably messages. Got this one. So where are we right now? Should be. There's a door here. Oh what? Oh my. Bypass showing some bits and anything frictional. Isn't here. Here must be the lid. Exactly. What's the point? Well, gotta check everything. Check them. Oh wait. Juke ring. Soon we will be encumbered again. I know it. The main office says in the journal. Locate the security tunnel. I can also check them. Accessing the country with security. Aha. But there's an inactive. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, you. Wait. Anybody there? Ah, shit. Let's see. Going down. Oh, actually. There's two possibilities. There must be another ladder. It's just a staircase. Yeah, it's more respect. Whoa. There is Joe.
Mechanicide protocols currently active. Please not
Pen. Pin floors. Aha. Yeah, it is workbench. Should be on top floor. What is this thing? Vending machine. Doesn't mean it's an elective. So on the map. Okay, so basically just go upstairs. Then we can skip this one. Strange enough. And we actually should see what we can get. What have we done now? I have no idea. Person office upstairs, energy cell. And going back to it. Yeah. Ow. Bullet holes in my door. I should actually. Oh, fuck it. That's an inactive quest, but no, that's actually where we need to head. Okay. So here's enough. Where's the groundbreaker? Groundbreaker. Is that in Edgewater? Soon gonna find out. Hopefully. Team boot, right? Check the channel out if you want. From Portugal. Doing awesome walkthroughs, by the way. I knew the channel when they had like 9k subscribers. Now they have over almost 54k. So yeah. Average barber shop. Cleaner? Oh, it's probably easier than that. General store. There's another machine. Without abandoned outposts, abandoned industrials. What's this? Nobody knows. But you could at least show it now on the map. But no. It's a general store. The other one got a list of people that you want to ask who can translate anything into French.
I put my whole life in that cannery.
You must... Got my hands full at the moment. Make it quick, please.
You're safer inside the wall.
You some sort of freelancer?
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, I sold you again. Oh. I have absolutely no idea what the... Locate a security terminal on the ground break. So, wait, let's just put that in priority and fast travel. Yep. On the clears. Better than nature. Oh, right. Going after, I'll see if we can get Groundbreaker this quest now done. Going back to Anthem. Oh, what more fair actually. Yeah, since Watch Dogs 3 still
Welcome back, Captain. All systems are now operating within acceptable parameters. Shall I take our ship into orbit?
Ooh. Wow. The unreliable is taking off. Cancel notes, the unreliable takes flight. Groundbreaker. I still have to turn it on Groundbreaker. Where the fuck? Upon the fact that couldn't find on that on the map. Then again, who knows? Raising a dodge skill unlocks the forward dodge. The leap. Leaping is great for rapidly closing this.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good, I've been waiting.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Ooh, yeah, smells like blood. It is blood. Good shit. How are you feeling? Yeah, okay.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, They can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Alright. Fine, I'll go ahead. Fine, I'll go ahead for it. I didn't need a nav key. Why do I? Still be able to ask him to get
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place. And we can start by reviving the hope.
Fine, I'll go.
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Culkelly.
Fine, I'll go have a word with Gladys, right? The black market here.
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Sorry about that. Something is fucking bitten me. These goddamn bed bugs. Fine, I'll have to go with Gladys. Can't land somewhere outside Selwyn.
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Culkelly.
Okay. Fine.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming.
Thanks.
By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
I did not know that this game would work like this way, so you can return basically from planet to planet, which Outer Worlds might include in some terms, or in some ways in the title, yeah, but I didn't know that for sure. I'll put to good use though. Thanks.
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
Mm-hmm. I'll put to good use, thanks. You mentioned these things. Limitations?
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Yeah, well, navigation terminal. Unreliable navigation terminal. Whoa. Groundbreaker. The groundbreaker. So let's see. Print of it. Let's first call the ship captain. Oh wait, docking bases. Now we can finish this one off to welcome to the system. Here you can see all the plans in the system as well as some special points of interest that you may have discovered. You can fly your ship to any location that you have unlocked, though some landing bases require special codes and keys before they allow you to land there. Movement between plans is considered extremely dangerous, and all employees are encouraged to remain home or at work. Well, sounds a little
Arrived at the
like
groundbreaker. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Take me to the groundbreaker. I need Smith.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss? We're clear to dock with the groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
Yeah. Can you take care? Yes, yeah, well, give me the spiel. Groundbreaker.
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Great.
You are more than welcome, Captain. The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid.
Well, give me. Yeah, I want to.
Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss? Yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most.
Okay. Why is that?
The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas V. Wells has taken a measure of precautions to make the lab undetectable to those hunting him. Even knowing the location, my systems resist my orders to go where I instruct them.
What about, what do you know about Phoenix?
There is a bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I engage the laser weapons system?
Make it.
I shall happily comply with your order, just as soon as we have a laser weapon system.
Yeah.
How can I be of assistance?
Well, first take a minute to talk.
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
Ouch.
I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope?
I guess so.
When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative.
What might be? And what might that be?
Traveling the system with you, Captain. Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
Have there been other captains on the ship?
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was. How can I be of assistance?
Oh my goodness.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Tell me, Joe.
A neutron walks into a bar and asks, how much for a Rizzo's rum and something? Leering, the bartender replies, for you, no charge. Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
Hope so. That's not my favorite though.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song. As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders. What part of the colony would you like to... Where in Terra 2?
Oh.
Edgewater is the sparkling county seat of Emerald Vale.
It was.
Or it was when first built. Since then, neglect and time have worn away her shiny veneer. The town is near the coordinates where Captain Hawthorne died. It would not be unfortunate if something, like say a plague, were to wipe Emerald Vale from the face of the planet.
What do you think of townspeople? How is Edgewater faring
Since you diverted power to the deserters, the botanical lab is thriving. However, Emerald Vale's cannery shut down, leading to a total collapse of Edgewater's population.
Good.
Thank you, Captain.
What do you think of
You mean the ones who did not answer my distress call with medical assistance, but instead came to issue my injured captain a parking ticket? I'm sure they are wonderful humans who don't deserve to be wiped out by starvation or a devastating plague. May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
Which is actually true. So, groundbreaker. Fast travel.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Thank you. Oh, wait. Anything more to say?
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of
Yeah, it's
assistance?
an RPG. People.
Take care.
Not a
I
rock
require a
planet.
functioning captain to run the ship.
Hey, Cap. Can we talk?
Yeah.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
What about?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing this by, I mean.
Sure.
I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else? Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
I don't see the humor. We seem to have...
I'm not exactly a model employee. Not like you wanted. The kind that stays quiet and gets the right work done in the right order every day. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
Okay, but you're actually good at this. I enjoy it.
I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
After school, you moved straight to Edgewater.
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower. and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed.
Did you get much time with him after you got back from school or something?
About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
I think it's something wrong.
What? You want me to leave? Captain, you can't mean it.
Second thought, I said. No.
Oh, that's a relief.
I actually
Thanks,
misunderstood the
Captain,
whole
for
thing.
letting me stick around. I mean, sometimes I wonder about Mr. Hawthorne. What was he like? Why'd he make the computer a talkie? You think he got lonely, flying about on his own?
Okay, that's her. And
Make yourself at home, Captain.
aha. Holographic shroud. The holographic shroud protects disguise on your companion that gives you access to restricted areas provided you have a correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personal and otherwise result in being tagged on site. Okay. Do we have any message? Wow. Guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. From museum, wingman, back forward to Alex, wingman, Hawthorne. Subject, thank you. Oh, I forgot to mention in my previous message, silly me. I am mailing you a copy of my favorite series, The Space Adventures of a Singularity Steel. It's about dashing space pirate with a heart of steel. It's not exactly waterproof, so don't you go showing it around in to your space buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Potential route. Blocks. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, press pause and read. I mean. Ooh. Oh wait. The most important part. Exactly. Now I have to wait until Wells forgets something he's misplaced. Or thinks he's misplaced. In the meanwhile, I have been taking down additional rumors pertaining to others of these science weapons throughout Helgen. If gossip holds true, my next step will be to check with the black market merchants and the groundbreakers and in Fallbrook. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wait, what? Transfer. No, we're good. Can. So what's it there? And where's Spike Vico? For me. Nope. Okay, let's go. Right. Yeah, it's definitely. I can take both. Cool. I don't know what effect will have, but we shall see. Ooh, I need to check if Savage is still on. And I can, live stream the part 8 or 9 of Ant. I guess we're pretty close to the end, but I'm not leaning my head too far out of the window because I am not sure. So, Ouch.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by. Don't mind the heat. Got a few days before it reaches critical. I'm sure Miss Chief Tennyson will get it sorted before then. Still reviewing your manifest. Why not head on over to the promenade? Lots to keep you occupied there.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies. Just as I remembered. I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. Little else in this colony offers such a relaxing pastime. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
Wow. So much stuff. Here we go. I like knowing something. Yeah, what's
nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition. That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them. My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
Okay.
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
I can help you with
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
Seems quite trusting of you to just sign without knowing anything about it.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
Yeah. Makes sense.
What about you? What's your story?
Over. So this is what I'm saying.
And how did he do that?
He saw my brother from the Oba colony and pulled me out. Yeah.
Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now?
It's a good question. I'm helping him recover more of chemical needs to save the rest of the colonies.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
I have family and my friends are just because the right thing. Frankly, I didn't know that.
Oh, I see. You have my condolences.
Thanks. Time to get him.
Bokonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Okay.
Bokonu.
Wait.
Yes, well, now that we're here, can we check in with security? I'd like to track down that scholar.
Sure, let's play.
If I can access the data cartridge from the terminal in security, I can easily hack into their arrivals and departures registry. That'll give us dates, times, and the crew manifests for every registered ship. I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Sounds good, let's go.
Thank you, Captain. I find myself marveling.
Yeah.
Is something vexing you, Captain?
No. Okay. And after you.
Where are we headed?
It's probably. Wait. Okay. Plus one.
That's not the point. This hack would just knock out one of my...
Oh.
Now's not a good time. I'm dealing with a problem here.
So, go space yourself. Problem solved.
You must really want a truncheon through your teeth.
Thanks.
Do what you want. I'm done here.
Whatever you heard, it's all true. I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me.
Okay.
But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
Alright then. That's differences like that, right?
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Good advance.
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Actually, that's me. You're scared.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey,
yeah.
I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
I never got your name. I'm Alanobfc3. / Future Custody FC.
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See you around, boss.
Boss? So wait.
Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
I guess you first have to order
Just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Identification, please.
Prison time. My name's Alan. First time here. Let's say I have no idea what happens there.
Everybody's got an ID. Oh, let me guess. You, left it in your other pants? I hear that one a lot.
Ps4 Pro. Those who know. Yeah, I left it in my other pants. What if I told you a newly taught colonist from Hope?
I'd tell you no one's fallen for that line in about 30 years. Then, I'd take the safety off my gun and kindly ask you to move along.
It's a good thing he didn't say that then, right? Right, sir?
Sure, kid. Right. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
How do I get this ship stuck here?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Great. I'll go talk to him and straighten this out.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay. Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and I should be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of sand cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Oh.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
Good.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
Can I find a club around here?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
I'm looking for some... no, it's work anyway.
Commandant Anita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Jun Lei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Yeah, go. Thanks. Something not.
Happy to help. That's my job, after all.
You're real good at it, too.
Well, thank you, miss. It's nice to be recognized. Yep.
Can we move this along? I have a certain, matter I'd like to attend to, Captain.
Yeah, sure.
Are you pulling my leg? You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you. It goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board.
Okay.
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the Board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
Oh, this one will fit.
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are.
Okay, so the next ship.
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
So.
Glad to help.
I didn't think there were many independent ways.
Relative to the Board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
What about suppose?
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them. All right.
Okay.
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the Board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a Board man and all. He's our liaison.
Ooh.
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the Board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Your station is disrepair.
You mean the heat? Sure, we can make them fix it. But what would they do in retaliation? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we may do all right. So far, anyway.
Thanks for the
info. Thing.
No, we got it.
All right.
Okay, we got it.
Be seeing you.
Whew, that was a long conversation, wasn't it? Bender?
You learn to keep your eyes to yourself, Mike. Nobody wants you looking close at the cargo.
So we need to. That's stealing. Nope. Can't do it yet. Guess. Restricted area. Wall. Okay.
If you've got a complaint, file it at security.
Perfect. Yep. Oh. That was fucking. I just wanted to speak to him.
Wish they'd let us off station.
Where is the freaking problem? Stealing.
Gonna head to Varus for whiskey and darts. Maybe not in that order.
I have no clue where to go next.
As always, I am at your disposal.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to discuss?
There's some things.
Yes.
Oh, come on. Besides the grand architect plan, let's see.
Scientism, as its name implies, believes that nature abhors equality. The strong survive, and the weak perish for the betterment of the whole. And reason, not emotion, is the seat of all morality. Wisdom means accepting the vicissitudes of life with grace and dignity.
It sounds like a cool belief system.
I prefer to think of it as looking at reality for what it truly is, not how we'd like it to be. Yes?
Okay. That's good.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
If I must. Let's see. Everything's got poverty.
You mind if I ask you a question? Like, a personal one?
Oh, go ahead. What's on your mind?
Is it true what you said? About being on the Hope?
It's true. It's true. I worked right before I showed up. And that was...
Wow. Well, welcome to Halcyon. I'm Parvati Holcomb. Parvati Holcomb, which you already knew. Okay, I'm bad at this.
Yeah, we're just fine.
Reckon we'll have to figure it out together. I mean, if that's what you want. I didn't mean to presume. Sorry. Where are we headed?
Okay. So it is from Psycho's companion first drinking something. After the antimatter. Which is still here, I suppose. starting. Ah, fuck. It's 10 meters. Could it be? It's just like. Oh, wait. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Skill products. 20. First of all, defense. Then third, leadership. Tag. And stuff. Okay, apply. Accept. Perks. Do it. Wait. Perks. Better prices. Loan mode of sometimes you're the right person you can trust. That's okay. You deal with increased temperature and convention. Nah. So years of rendering time use. No, for that time use, have left a permanent pet. Yeah, let's go. Oh. Yeah. Well, what did I expect? No. Okay, he got 390, 320. Any bonuses? Amazing. Well, that doesn't matter at all. This is 117. That's not this. Yeah, okay. Well, he's good that way. What does he have? He has no helmet, so now he has one at least. Got 10 on. Okay. Perk points available 1. Base health. Important. Alright. No. Back. Apply. Step.
This is.
Presence requires you to enter a restrict area if held inside will be shown signs. Using a dump.
I picked up this weird
Security.
signal the other day. It was
I can
coming
check the
from
departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar, shipped in and out with.
ID cartridge. You found an ID cartridge with the holographic shard. You actually disguise that time.
Wasteland. We're hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his...
By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating?
So what quest is it? Okay. Sweet. So it's just even now. Holographic control is activated. The holographic control has activated, giving you temporary access to the restricted area. Moving range from the when one's other person will see it. Poke your way from Whoa. So?
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
Okay.
Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is, not the criminal. Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one but 2 officers. Swerving in the air was more like it. Then he crashed hard into the dock and tumbled out of his ship and fled on foot. Spilled Rizzo's Violet Spectrum vodka all over Officer Hartley.
An affront of its own, considering none of us are approved for anything higher than green spectrum.
Elite.
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
Back. Okay. Take post.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
So it's like
Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand?
Yeah, fine.
I'm not here for a chat. Now get moving before I see you moved. We're the security force here on Groundbreaker.
Okay, yeah.
The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardettes because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
I'll be on my way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So let's just do this thing quickly. Oh, or not.
By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
I didn't recognize him at first. So where the hell?
I don't have time for this.
Okay. So if you leave now, it's gonna be good again. Or is this like a one-time? Okay.
Huh?
So this makes no sense at this point until we have... Whoa, okay. Alright. The empty man, we can say right away. So where's that? 150 meters. Give me a break. Wait. Is this?
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts.
Holy fuck.
Unsavory types about.
Right here.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Other Worlds. Okay.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch.
Something the matter?
Nah. It's just one.
Didn't the board rep's office used to be in the docking bays?
Boy, okay.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
I got myself into.
Yeah, no one wants you on
Have you
Groundbreaker.
seen this man? Reward offered for information needed to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report
You couldn't pay me to visit Monarch. I'd probably get my face eaten.
Move along.
So it should be here. And
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a...
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here. These are my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
I'll do whatever I can. Yep.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer is just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Yeah, thanks.
What? I didn't think you just...
Why?
Parvati, is it?
Okay.
That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Hopefully don't be shy about it.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
Yeah.
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Okay.
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Is there no room for complaints?
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs. The ship's groaning something fierce, but I can make time for you. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out. Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gang, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
It was a good change, transition.
It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions for me. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about. I hope that was a joke, Captain. I really do. I gelded that thing years ago. Now it brews a skin that goes down stronger than Nan or Spank. Family recipe. You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
All right.
You've got my attention. You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. You've got my attention.
Do I have more questions? Okay. So,
as always, I am any.
This. Now, journal. Actually, this is where I make a cut. I'm gonna see if Savage is still on. Create a body, maybe play some more Anthem. Because this is getting. Otherwise, we're sitting here. Yeah, tomorrow's coming. The fourth part. So, as you can see, yup. Anyways, at this point, I'm saying goodbye, see you soon, probably in 10 or 20. And here, as always, enjoy, have a nice day or night. I'm Future Custom BFC, or Alanobfc3.